Thank you. Thank you. Well, if the guys in the old neighborhood are watching this tonight, they did not name this award after me. But I am very happy to be standing here tonight. Actually, I'd be happy to be standing anywhere tonight. Thank you. But of course, especially here on a Broadway stage to announce the nominees for Featured Actress in a Musical. And the nominees are Marcia Lewis in Grease, Sally Mays in She Loves Me, Marion Maisy in Passion, and Audra McDonald in Carousel. And the American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to, okay, you can do this, Audra McDonald for Carousel.
Oh my God. Okay, I need to thank everybody in Fresno, California, my hometown, and especially everyone at Good Company Players for raising me and telling me that I could be a performer. I need to thank everybody at Lincoln Center, from Bernie and Andre all the way down to the tiniest of my kids. It's the most incredible cast I've ever worked with in my life. I need to thank Nicholas Heitner for trusting me and trusting non-traditional casting. And I need to thank my family. I love you so much, and I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. Thank you.
Now, Miss Patricia Neal and Miss Christine Baranski, former Tony winners, presenting the award for Best Performance by a Featured Actress in a Play.
Good evening. The first Tonys was presented at the Waldorf on the night of Easter Sunday, 1947. I know, because ladies and gentlemen were there. And so I am especially pleased to be here tonight for the 50th Tonys.
And we are especially pleased to have you here. I'm particularly honored to be presenting the award for Best Featured Actress, a category that I have grown to love.
I know you won it twice. And here's a look back at the few of the Awards' early winners. I was honored to be the first winner as Regina in Another Part of the Forest. A young and unknown Maureen Stapleton made her mark in The Rose Tattoo, starring with Henry Fonda, another young unknown, Anne Bancroft in Two for the Seesaw. Colleen Dewhurst won her first Tony for All the Way Home. And Zoe Corwell won the first of her 3 for Slapstick Tragedy.
I was what I think actors really should be for a big stretch of their life. Free to go. I didn't sit around saying, is it the right part? Is it the right director? I took it.
And this year's 4 nominees are Viola Davis in August Wilson's 7 Guitars, Audra McDonald in Terrence McNally's Masterclass, Michelle Shea also in 7 Guitars, and Lois Smith in Sam Shepard's Buried Child.
And the 50th anniversary Tony Award goes to Audra McDonald, Masterclass.
I'm gonna try really hard not to faint. I'm good at it, though. I need to thank the entire family of Juilliard, the Juilliard School, for whom without I would not have been able to be as neurotic of a student as I was in master class. So thank you to Juilliard. I need to thank the incredible cast and crew of Masterclass, and especially my love and my teacher, Zoe Caldwell.
Thank you, and good evening. A couple of former winners of the award that I'm about to present, Best Featured Actress in a Musical, have been the great Tammy Grimes for The Unsinkable Molly Brown in 1961, and young Daisy Egan for The Secret Garden in 1991. And starting out as a featured actress in a musical can be a real stepping stone to the big time. I mean, among those who first turned up on Broadway in non-starring singing and dancing roles have been Gwen Verdon, Patti LuPone, and Glenn Close, not to mention Barbra Streisand. And who knows how many of tonight's 4 nominees will turn out to be tomorrow's Broadway superstars. Let's hope all of them. And now, this year's 4 nominees are Anna Kendrick for High Society, C.D. LeLoca for The Lion King, Audra McDonald, Ragtime, and Mary Louise Wilson for Cabaret. And 1998's Tony for Best Featured Actress in a Musical goes to Audra McDonald.
This is Miss McDonald's 3rd Tony Award, having previously won for Carousel in 1994 and Masterclass in 1996.
Thank you, American Theater Wing. Thank you, everybody in Ragtime. Thank you, Broadway. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. And especially just a thank you to the incredible cast of Ragtime. We've been through a lot this past year, and there's such love and other things in our cast. But the main thing there is commitment and love of the story we're telling. And so I love that cast, and thank you to them. Thank you to all of you.
Congratulations, Anne.
Oh,
For
thank
a great
you.
run at the roundabout. I hear you closed today.
Thank you, we did. They're very fortunate that they have you going in after us.
Well, thank you.
We'll all look forward to it.
Right on.
All
And
right.
congratulations to the nominees for Best Featured Actress in a Play. S.C. Davis, Jumpers.
Sanaa Lathan, A Raisin in the Sun.
Margot Martindale, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Audra McDonald, A Raisin in the Sun.
And Daphne Rubin Vega, Anna in the Tropics.
And the winner is Audra McDonald, A Raisin in the Sun.
A versatile actress in both musicals and plays. This is Audra McDonald's 5th Tony nomination and 4th Tony win in just 10 years.
The only thing I've ever wanted to do in my entire life is be on Broadway. You can ask anyone who knew me when I grew up in Fresno. And, yay, Fresno. And the fact that Broadway has been so kind to me is something I'll never be able to repay. I'll just keep trying to work and keep trying to do good work. Speaking of that work, Raisin in the Sun was an incredible experience, and the people who have made all that possible, Kenny Leon, the most amazing director, the incredible cast, Felicia Rashad, Sanaa Lathan, and Sean Combs, the incredible producers, especially David Binder, who really believed in this piece and brought it here. My family, I just want to thank my beautiful husband, Peter Donovan, our gorgeous daughter, Zoe Donovan, and this belongs to Lorraine Hansberry. She is brilliant, she's prescient, and she is a legend who will always be around. Thank you so very, very much.
I move over here because I get dizzy stage left. The best performance by a leading actress in a musical are Jan Maxwell in Follies, Audra McDonald, the Gershwins' Porgy and Bess, Christine Milioti in Once, Kelly O'Hara in Nice Work If You Can Get It, and Laura Orsnes in Bonnie and Clyde. And the American Theatre Wing's Tony goes to Audra McDonald.
With a record 4 Tony Awards in the Featured Actress category, tonight Audra McDonald wins her first as a leading actress.
I was a little girl with a pot belly and afro puffs, hyperactive and overdramatic. And I found the theater, and I found my home, and I found a place to express myself. And I was so grateful, even at the age of 9, and to think that the theater would be so good to me is mind-blowing. I'm so grateful to be a part of this company. Porgy and Bess, Diane, Paulus, and Jeffrey, and Rebecca, and Jerry, for bringing the show to us. To be in love with Norm Lewis every night, to get raped by Philip Boykin every night, and just snort drugs with David Alan Grier every night. And the entire company, they are filled with light and soul and spirit. They move me. I want to thank my family. I want to thank the man I'm going to marry, Will Swinson, for telling me to do this. I'm so glad I listened to you. I want to thank my wee posse of 3. And Zoe, my sweet little girl, I want you to know something. This is an amazing night for Mommy, but February 14th, 2001, the day you were born, is the best night ever. Never forget that. I love you. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Tony Awards. There are 5 incredible actresses nominated for their performances in leading roles in plays. Let me tell you a little bit about them. Hi, ladies. T is Tyne, her talent casts a spell. O is Oscar's only gal, Estelle. N, a nomination for the mum in raisin. Y is yay for cherry. Errors doubt tonight could be 3. S is 6, which would make Audra's day. Who knows what the envelope will say? Here's a trophy for you. Let's find out who Tony goes to. Best lead actress in a play. Oh, I haven't done that one. A play! It was worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Theatre Wing's Tony Award goes to Audra McDonald. Lady Day.
Taking home her 6th Tony Award for acting tonight, the legendary Audra McDonald makes Tony history.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to start with the most important people in my life because I don't want to forget them. I want to thank my mom and my dad up in heaven for disobeying the doctor's orders and not medicating their hyperactive girl and finding out what she was into instead and pushing her into the theater. Thank you, Mom. I want to thank my husband, Will Swinson, who's my best friend and the best supporter I've ever known. I want to thank my beautiful stepsons, Bridger and Sawyer, who make me laugh every day. And I want to thank my beautiful daughter, Zoe Madeline Donovan. Without you, I am nothing. Do you understand? Mommy is nothing without you. I want to thank the theater wing. I want to thank Lainey Robertson for writing this exquisite play. I want to thank Lonnie Price, another one of my best friends, for chasing me and saying, you can play Billie Holiday, when I thought he was out of his mind. I love you. I want to thank Jeffrey Richards and Jerry Frankel and Jessica Jenick, who took this show sight unseen and said, yes, we'll bring this to Broadway. Thank you, Paul Libben, for giving us Circle in the Square. Thank you for everybody at Circle in the Square. You're the best crew ever. And finally, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. I hope I'm not, but I want to thank all the shoulders of the strong and brave and courageous women that I am standing on. I am standing on Lena Horne's shoulders. I'm standing on Maya Angelou's shoulders. I'm standing on Diane Carroll and Ruby Dee. And most of all, Billie Holiday. You deserved so much more than you were given when you were on this planet. This is for you, Billie. Thank you so much.
You know, it was about 6 months into studying Billie where I found some rehearsal tapes of her speaking when she was just very much at ease and with a bunch of her band members, and her speaking voice was remarkably like my grandmother's. And that's how I used to imitate my grandmother to her face, and so that's how I kind of found my way in. My grandmother wasn't an alcoholic like Billie, and Billie's very drunk in these rehearsal tapes, but that's how I found my way in. Yes?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel about your performance and Kitty Leon on Raising the Sun, all these new audiences coming to Broadway? Talk about that.
I'm very excited by it. You know, of course, what Kitty has done with Raising the Sun 10 years ago and now again tonight, but also with our show, we've got young people coming. We've got young people of color. We've got elderly people coming as well, but I'm just seeing a change in the landscape of who is in the audience, and that's very exciting to me. Yes?
Cheers from you and your husband this evening. Talk to us about making history tonight. It's a big occasion.
yeah, I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know what else to say. I'm completely overwhelmed and grateful, and I don't believe it. Really. Yeah. Yes. Billy's songs in the show that I sing, probably Deep Song, which is the last one she sings. She doesn't quite get through it, but that's the one.
One more question.
Yes.
Yes. You talked in your acceptance speech about women whose shoulders you stand on. Talk about that.
Yes, you know, I'm very, very lucky in that I'm in a situation and a place in history where I don't have to deal with the racism and the misogyny like what people like Lena Horne and Bessie Smith and Billie Holiday had to deal with, and because of the fights that they fought, I am able to be here and have the opportunities that they were not afforded, and so I have to be grateful and thankful to them.
Sorry, she has to get back to Radio City.
I'm sorry.
Thank you guys.